Hey, welcome. You've just stumbled to the greatest video you'll probably ever watch in your lifetime. Now, I'm going to show you in this video how you can create $1 million annual income. You don't need no special talent. You don't need to start a business. You don't need to go get a job. You're going to do this right from your home. These are the facts. They do not lie. And you can verify this information by just going to this website I'm going to show you right now here. Okay, I'm on this website here. It's called calculator.net, and I'm looking at the investment calculator, and you can see that right here. And so what I want to show you is if you have $10,000, okay, let's put that in here. Now, everybody should be able to save $10,000, beg or borrow, get a credit card, get your $10,000. And we want to see how much that $10,000 is going to grow over a 10-year time frame. Now, our return is going to be 60%. That's the minimum that we wish to accept, okay? And we're not going to make any additional contributions, just a plain, simple $10,000 investment for 10 years, okay? Now, we're going to calculate this. Hit the button here. And if I'm going to scroll over, and you see over here on the right side, your ending balance is $1 million. So, anybody can be a millionaire. All you need to do is to invest $10,000 at a 60% rate of return for 10 years. Simple enough. And of course, the more you get, the bigger the return. For example, what if you were to get 74%? Let me hit the calculate here. Look at that, 2.5 million. So you'll make a lot more if you can just get a little bit more. And we're going to show you how to get this 60 to 74%. I'm going to show you this in just a little bit. But you can go run the numbers. What I'm about to show you here is just simple, pure mathematic numbers, okay? You get it? So when you know this formula, it's going to be just like you're planting money. I think of this like farming. You're going to plant $10,000 this year. It's going to produce you $1 million income. Does that make sense? As I've set up an Excel spreadsheet so I can show you in more detail exactly how this will work. So this year is 2020. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start with a $10,000 investment. Okay? All right, and then every year you're going to add an additional $10,000. All right, so you'll start a second portfolio in 2021, and you're going to do this all the way through 2029. Now, come 2030, 10 years from now, okay, your first portfolio up here is now going to be worth $1 million. So what you're going to do is to close that out, and you're going to take the $1 million. You're going to take that $1 million and put it in your pocket. But before you do that, take $10,000 out and plan it again, okay? So that way, 10 years from 2030, you'll have another $1 million, okay? Now, 2031 is going to come along the next year, and you're going to repeat this process. This portfolio up here will now have accumulated into $1 million, or whatever it's accumulated into, you now close it out, okay? And you give yourself another $1 million annual income, and you add $10,000, you plant it back in the ground. Now, as long as you keep doing this, you'll be able to withdraw $1 million for the rest of your life. Does that make sense? What is it that you're actually going to be doing? Well, 10 years ago, an investment vehicle called a leveraged ETF was released to the public. Never been available before, so you could never do this before 10 years ago. And so now that it's here, you can invest in these. And they trade just like a stock, and they're diversified just like a mutual fund. More than likely, you probably have an IRA or a 401k right now, and you have your money invested in a mutual fund or in stocks. But you're not getting the 60 or 74%. You're probably getting 10, 20, maybe even 30 at the most. And so you're not able to do this. So what you need to do is take the money out of that and put it into these leveraged ETFs. And there's only 2 of them that you need. So there's one ETF that goes up when the market rises. There's one ETF that goes up when the market drops. So you can always make money no matter which way the stock market goes. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to put your $10,000 in one of these ETFs, and you're basically going to hold it for like 3 to 6 weeks. And at the end of that time, you're going to sell it and take all the money and buy the other ETF. Should take you no more than 5 minutes every month. That's all you got to do. At the end of a year, you spent no more than 1 hour doing this. At the end of 10 years, you've actually worked only 10 hours to make $1 million. Now, that anybody can do that. Don't you agree? So let me show you how you're going to do this, and let's get you started, okay? So the first tool that you're going to need is a brokerage account. Now, if you don't already have one where you can trade ETFs, so you need a self-directed IRA is actually the best. Your 401k or your at work may not work. But what you want to do is, if you don't have anything set up, I highly recommend you go to the Google App Store or go to the Apple App Store and download the Robinhood app. It'll allow you to get your account set up really quick, and you put your $10,000 in here, and you can use this app to do your trading. And everything is free, doesn't cost you anything. And you have control of the $10,000. You're not giving it to anybody else, okay? Now, so far I've showed you that the return that you need to turn 10K into $1 million in 10 years or less is a 60% return minimum. Now, the platform that you're going to need to make those trades are Robinhood or any good brokerage account. You can go to ally.com, ALLY.com, and you can set up a free account over there, and they'll let you trade for free. Now, the investment vehicles that you're going to buy to generate your $1 million is TNA and TZA. These are the ETFs. So you basically open your Robinhood app or your brokerage account, and you just put in, I want to buy this symbol, TNA, and you will instantly purchase it. There's people that will sell it to you, and when you're ready to sell it for $1 million, there's people that will give you the money. There are billions of dollars is being exchanged every day in the stock market, so they will hand you the $1 million, no problem. Easy to sell, take you only 1 minute, and you don't have to pay all these commissions like you do with real estate. Now, the amount of work that it's going to take you to farm and harvest your $1 million annual income is 5 minutes per month. So only 1 hour per year, okay? You can do that. You can do this in your spare time. You can do it while you're at work. You have a cell phone, right? You can, even if you're at work, 5 minutes real quick on a break real quick. You can do what you need to do. All right, now, there is one piece of the puzzle that is missing, okay? And, you know, most of you who are doing this may not know how to, trade and stuff. So you need to know which ETF to buy, whether you should be buying TNA right now or whether you should be buying TZ8 right now. And you need to know when to buy it and when you're going to sell it, okay? So there is a service that will do that for you. And it's called the Index Trading System. You can find it at StockLocater.com, Index Trade. Okay, there is a monthly subscription fee. It's only $20 a month at the time of this video, so it's very, very affordable. Now, when you get to that page at StockLocater.com, this is the page that you're going to see, and right here it's going to show you the results, okay? And here is the 10-year result. You can see starting in 2009, following the, which ETF to buy and when to buy and sell, 68%, 269, 142, 120, 51. And just most recently, in this past year of 2019, 61%, 2018, 83%, 2017, 63%. So averaging out over the 10-year time period here, from 2009, 2018 was about 85%. If we go up to 2019, we're looking at around 70%. So to get into that 60 to 80% range is very, very simple and consistent. And you can see in a couple of years, the stock market actually went down and it still made money. It's never had a losing year. So this is an excellent system for trading the stock market, they will send you an email or a text alert exactly when to buy the ETF and when to sell. It's very simple. So you'll get that trade alert or email in the evening, and all you need to do is just sit in before you go to bed and open your Robinhood or your brokerage account, and you put in what it says to buy, and you put in the buy price, and then you hit submit, and that's it. And then you just forget it. And the next day, the software will take care of it. And if you do this, 10 to 12 times a year, 5 minutes each, spend a whole hour per year doing this. In 10 years, you'll have created yourself $1 million annual income. So there you go. There's no excuse now to ever not be a millionaire. There's no excuse to be working your life off and not having a retirement. This can be accomplished in only 10 years. So figure out, what age you are today, where you're going to be in 10 years, and would you like to have that $1 million annual income? And if you do, follow the steps. All right, this is your host, William Boyett. I'm signing out. Here's to your success.